Well, the Argonauts are getting ready to battle the Blue Bombers for the biggest prize in Canadian football, but they're going to have to do it without their starting quarterback. For a closer look and looking ahead to the Grey Cup final, let's bring in CB24's Lindsay Vizcaya. Lindsay.
Yeah, and Lena, this comes after the Argos managed to defeat the defending champs, the Montreal Alouettes, just the other day, defeating them 30-28. So really a big deal here. And for more on this, I want to bring in John Hodge, managing editor and reporter for 3 Down Nation. John, it's good to have you. Thanks for taking the time.
Thanks for having me, Lindsay.
Okay, so let's talk about this. And obviously the big news here, as Lena mentioned off the top, is the fact that the Argos have lost their star quarterback, Chad Kelly, due to a broken ankle. How much is this going to impact the team as they head into the Grey Cup final?
I think it'll dramatically impact them. I mean, Chad Kelly is the reigning most outstanding player of the Canadian Football League. He missed the first half of the season due to suspension, but was among the best quarterbacks in the league after coming back. And Nick Arbuckle, who will be starting in his place, a bit of a journeyman, has been a part of 4 different teams. This is his second go-round with the Argonauts. He started only 1 game this regular season, though the good news for Argos fans is he did win that matchup.
Let's talk about who's coming in instead. Nick Arbuckle taking the lead in this game. What do we think about him? Is this still, do the Argos still have a chance to win this series is what I mean to say there?
I think they certainly have a chance. That being said, I mean, Nick Arbuckle is no Chad Kelly. I mean, Ryan Dinwiddie, the team's head coach, has been with Nick Arbuckle over 3 different stints. They were actually together back in Calgary before the COVID-19 pandemic. They had a go-around together with the Argos in 2021 prior to Nick Arbuckle being traded away. He actually flirted with retirement this past offseason, was a free agent until May, and I believe got picked up largely because of Chad Kelly's suspension. So it's funny the way that this has worked out. It would have been perfectly possible for Arbuckle to be doing something completely different with his life. Instead, he's not only continuing his professional football career, but he is now starting in the Grey Cup.
And what do you think before I let you go? Do you want to make a prediction? I mean, obviously the Blue Bombers are no stranger to being in the finals, but what do you think is going to happen on Sunday?
Well, at 3 Down Nation, the line is started at Winnipeg -7, which is a pretty significant difference there from odds makers. That line has grown to 10.5. What that says is odds makers and fans across the league feel strongly Winnipeg's going to win. For me personally, I think Toronto can win this game. They went 2-0 against Winnipeg head-to-head and actually did not have Chad Kelly for one of those games. So I'm going to pick Winnipeg, but I'm doing so cautiously, Lindsay.
Cautiously, I like it. Okay, John Hodge, managing editor and reporter for 3 Down Nation. Appreciate your time today. Thanks so much.
Thanks for having me.
So there you go, Lena. That is this Sunday in Vancouver, the Grey Cup final. And as I mentioned last half hour, but for those who missed it, the performers for the Grey Cup is going to be none other than the Jonas Brothers this year. So there you go.
Yeah, this one took us by surprise. It's an interesting pick, but I'm sure it'll be great. Lindsay, thanks so much.